Hi guys, RonkePosh. 10 things we need to know or even more as we go back to school. Going back to school, we need to prepare our minds. We need to be ready mentally and emotionally. Psychologically, we need to be ready. Our kids need to be ready. We need to brief our children. We need to have meetings. We need to orientate ourselves back to this new normal in unprecedented times. We all know about the masks already. I won't bang on about the mask. But the duration of time that the children will wear it, like a bell cut. We need to be wary of social distancing. I personally don't want to send my child to school if she cries and the teacher can't even move close to her or she can't interact with her friends. Really, what is the value of going back to school? As the children go back to school, we've talked about tunnels before, if you've been following my channel. The tunnels don't pick up asymptomatic cases, so we really can't bang on about that. Hand sanitizers, public schools can't really afford hand sanitizers at the moment. However, we must do whatever we can to ensure that there are sinks available in the school for people to wash their hands as often as possible. The social distancing is very important. The school buses and the corners, the cupboards, the kitchens, those sort of areas are going to trap a lot of germs. So what are we going to do about our school days? We already know that we are not going to be able to have sports days and some events for quite a period of time. So what is the substitute? What are we going to do? And we must ensure that those corners, those cupboards, those shelves that can trap germs, that we're wary of those areas. We're cleaning and sanitizing all those suspect areas that would have more germs there. The toilets, the toilet handles, for example, the gates, the door handles, those sort of tricky areas. We may not be paying a lot of attention to it right now, but they are very, very important because the germs can be, when there are too many people touching the same place, you don't know who has touched it. So coming to school, we can't have visitors coming in and out. So your inquiries might now have to be online. It has to be a case where the person is pretty much confident that they're going to come to the school. So are you going to start planning videos for video tours, on virtual tours, so that the people can see your school and you can have a Q&A session with your prospective clients online? Who is selling to you? They don't need to come to your school. How about the sick bays? I've been told we need isolation centers. Okay, you might just want to get a tent, or you might want to get somewhere that is safe in the school premises where a suspected case can actually can stay for that period of time. Now, we have some children, so staggered resumption. Some children have been asked to come back to school. Those that have exams have been asked to come back to school. And I understand that in Nigeria, for example, there are some schools that have between 100 and 350 children in the class. So where are they going to put them? So they put them in other classes. They must be social distanced. You must be able to label and say, okay, this is seat A, you sit here, seat B, nobody sits there, seat C. So you have to actually label where each child is going to sit in the class, so that there's enough room to ensure that there's no the deposits of saliva droplets when the children are interacting with each other. Do they really need to go back to school? In my own personal opinion, I don't believe it's time for them to go back to school, because safety first. Safety matters first before any other thing. They should be online. However, they can't afford to have all those children online at this point in time, which is quite a sad thing. Assemblies as well are not going to be relevant anymore. You might have to have your assemblies virtually via a video conference. Having all those crowds and children gathering together are going to be a thing of the past. Even circle time, except if you have a really large space and you can dot the children around, you will have to cancel your circle time. So, oh no, COVID-19, you've really done something terrible to us. As parents, when you send your children to school at this unprecedented time, what are you going to send them to school with? Like I keep saying, I'm an educator, but I don't want to send my child to school. But if I have to, like say I don't have a choice and I have to send her to school, what are the things I'm going to be thinking about? I'm going to be thinking, oh, I need you to be wearing long sleeves. I need you to, I'm not going to give her gloves because I believe they have more germs, personally. Sanitizers for her hands and cream because to moisturize her hands after she's washed her hands. Even a little thermometer, so you don't have to rely on the one in the school. So that when any changes in her body, she can speak up as well. report any sickness, any high temperature, any headaches that she has or somebody else has. Very, very, very important. Dining halls as well. We need to dot the children out and tell them, dining hall, you have to eat away from everybody else. So everybody can't gather together in the dining hall anymore. What else am I going to send her to school? She's going to have a mask to wear to cover her up, which is very, very important. Socks should be on. Tissue is very, very important as well, so that she can have her own tissue. You have to, do a meeting with your child really to tell her or him or them to prepare for this this change in school. School is not going to be the same. Like a Hellcat. Of course, you clearly won't be having sports as often. How about vitamin supplements? Vitamin supplements and a lot of fruits to boost their immunity. Ginger and garlic in their diet. That's also very, very important for your children. Whatever it is you can do to boost their immunity is very, very essential at this point in time. A lot of children do this thing where they skive. I don't know. Some of them call it skiving, because my daughter has told me oftentimes that people ask her for water and they say, oh, don't, when they want to skive, they want to take the water bottle. Oh, I won't put my mouth on it. No skiving. Repeat after me. No skiving. Don't share water. Parents should be responsible enough to ensure that their children take water to school. If there's no water, there should be water in the tuck shop. Buy the water. No sharing of cups. No sharing of cutlery. No sharing of anything as much as you can. Even pens, don't share it, because a number of children also put their pens in their mouth. And then another one thinking, what a way. So you really don't want to do that. So every school should have a training plan that they should, not a training plan, a plan for the new term or whenever it is they return to school, so that everybody understands the procedure and the processes. And then you'd have someone in charge of safety, of hygiene at this particular point in time. It's very, very important. If you need a safety expert, it will help. However, all the information is out there, and you should be able to study it, get together as a team, and figure out what you want to do. I think I've covered everything. Did I cover hugging? So even hugging, be very careful. So when they see their friends, you have to tell them, oh yes, you'll be excited to see your friends, but please, no hugging. And it's really a sad time. It's really, really a sad time. That's why you need to prepare them, okay? Prepare them mentally, prepare them emotionally, let them connect in other ways, so they don't feel that need to hug and hold and touch. And for those children that go to the corners to go and kiss and do stuff like that, you can have your last kiss by kissing somebody with the COVID and die. Maybe that would deter people from kissing and doing also rubbish in different corners. So yes, I think those tips should be able to carry you forward as you resume back to school. If you can remain hybrid, blended learning, staying at home, I still think is the best bet for our children at this time in our lives. So I hope these few tips have not confused you, but they have been able to, what is it they say? Okay, I hope these few tips have not been able to, and don't edit it out, I want it in. I hope they've not been able to confuse you, but to convince you that staying at home is the very best bet. And if you have to go to school, by all means, use these measures that I've put in place and stay away from dodgy corners. Okay, RonkePosh, don't forget to subscribe. Boom, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the like button. Even leave a comment and tell me I'm doing a good job. I would love that so much. Thank you very much. Tell your teens, share it, the video, and let's get the word out. Okay, if you're not on my Telegram channel, do so you can get notifications as well. See you later, alligators. Bye. Thank you for being at the Knowledge Blueprint. Don't forget to like, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, get the notifications, hit the bell, and share with friends and family. Check out other videos. Bye.